So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Good return as he takes it across the 30. First down, 2. At their own 31-yard line.
Establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. Able to keep it. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. As he throws, it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyway. So we do know it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hey, 76! 76! Hey, let's go! Goff to throw on 1st down. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds. 25 yards of pickup there. It's 1st down Detroit.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's in! On the run, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
There's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then Sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, he does the rest.
This one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Dak can throw it here on first down. Left side is Schoonmaker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. First down on first down. Eardrop thrown there off his back foot. It's complete. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Second and 10. Brings up second and 10. At the 20-yard line. No play action. It's Prescott. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4. Gain of 15 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. This looks like a design run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. It's a task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Here's a design run. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they will see what they can do with this third and goal. Now Prescott, and he's in. CeeDee Lamb, touchdown Dallas. Touchdown Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point try. The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grasp. The collision started loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On first and 10, here's Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Donovan Israel in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. On second down, Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam LaPorta. Get about 6 before he's taken down. That's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate multiple punt teams. Fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
First down, it is Williams. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll take this one in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point drop.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
That keeps the score Lions 14. Cowboys 12.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
He'll start at the 2. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Now he's free to midfield. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the way. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And it'll be marked out at the 34-yard line. A big pass continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Goff looking up with his tight end, Laporta, making the Lions a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball. And quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And he'll be hauled down at about 35 yards. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Lions first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now, Goff. This one intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. 20-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. Picked up by Amik Robertson.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun. It's Goff. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. There's going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the attention up front. They do a great job bringing up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. Down the sideline. George Pickens. And he's going What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point drop.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop the throw. That's gone. They were chasing the points here in the half. They got him. And we are tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Off to throw on first down. That one intercepted.
You motherfucker.
And he's going to be brought down. What a turn to the bench here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
Williams gets it on the draw. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up for second down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
On third down, Prescott. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Dallas.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Dallas.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and result in a nice touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 2. Good job in coverage. You're going to get them down short of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And it's brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Going up top. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Auburn good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will go up by 7.
Lions 35. And in the ball ready to kick off for the Cowboys.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 82 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. Oh, he missed the extra point. It's no good, and they can't even this one up. They will remain down by 1. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Well, left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. An injured player down there, and that's the man they can't afford to lose. It is indeed Dak Prescott. Here's Milton now on first and 10. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here's Goff. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down and short.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. You can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
On first down, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. They give the Lions a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. So it's an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Prescott on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 15.
First down, Prescott. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's into the end zone yet again. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go. Cowboys are going to open up the lead to 8.
49. Lions 41. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And he's got it at the 1. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by their rookie corner. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot. With the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. Good running inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Dallas. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
56. Lions 41. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, lift! 17! Turbo!
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Now, deep shot. Common run. And he's going to take this one all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff.
56. Lions 48.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 And the Cowboy first down.
47.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. His throw left side is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run. Yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score again. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys 63. Lions 28.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Hey, lift.
Throwing, Goff. To the right side, that's safe route. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set in second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to the air, it's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Goff to throw. Forced out wide. Comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. They were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan,
The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
and what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Play fake. Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And it's hot. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back in a possession. That gets us down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Loose inside the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. He'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Nobody care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. He's got it. And they bring him down there when it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 62 yards. Throwing here is Goff. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
This one caught the 4.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Gibbs. No place to run there. Good job by the team. Stop it. Back 2.
Down to the 2-yard line. On 2-yard gain.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Out of his own end zone, Prescott.
Oh my God.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's 2nd down. Throwing again from his own end zone. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 97 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Lions 55. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On 1st down, it's gone. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. 2nd down, they need 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
The Lions will set up.
They'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you can see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's down. That's down the field for Lamb. That's hard. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 48. First down, Prescott. He's got it inside the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Cowboys are able to extend the lead.
Lions, 61. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. Going to stop in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 15-yard line.
Goff's going to throw here on first and 10. On the run to the right. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
51 yards, the gain on the play.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the offer to throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
On the coverage.
On second and 10, it's Goff. I had a defender trained all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 10.
To Slaw, the man in motion. On third down, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. That's what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
possessions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to have the Lions first down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They almost exactly what they needed to keep this drive going. He's got the Porter open on the left side. Looking for a pylon, but the official right there is going to mark up out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Now Goff forced to his right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, if that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. In trouble, and down he goes. And they just took a timeout. 2 seconds to go. It's decided if they needed to take the timeout, but take it with them. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go for Pickens. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And they were able to run up a big point total here. Higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.